This is Beaverville. Come on in.
I like the Alaskan pipeline.
Morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to video message number 29.
I'm like a dog in heat.
I woke up yesterday morning with a spring in my step.
Start later, please.
I could never know what the day was.
Fast forward it.
I just flew in. I'm recording an album. It's called Cherry South Bitch Live.
Listen up, the ratings just came in for last month. We are number one. We just grabbed every key demographic.
Yeah. Super duper. That's nice. Way to go. Neato, gang.
Yes.
Boy, that is good news.
It is the 21st day of April, 2026. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday morning on the Power Trip Morning Show. Tuesday tires for you, maybe because we all had to stay up late to watch all those sports games. Sports games are the best. Well, one of them was. Actually, they were both pretty good. That Wild game was fun. That goalie was just real good there at the end. I don't know what you're gonna do, right? And the Wolves win. The Wolves win. You know what? I'm just go ahead and acquiesce to the sports guys. And Marnes will be in a little bit, and Casto Thousands. Johnny Bones will be here. Johnny Beans Boss Bones. So let's get her started. Here's some comedy from Eddie Brill. It's the Power Trip Morning Show on a Tuesday tired morning. Come on in. I am glad you are here.
And hockey players come from all over the world. They do. That was one of the first sports to be international. It's a lot of great names. And Russian goaltender, Nikolai Khabibulin. Khabibulin spelled K. Where's the K in Khabibulin? Russian guys, give them 15 letters in their name, pick 6 and pronounce them. You choose. You know what's a great term in hockey? Shots on goal. Which literally means how many shots you take against the goaltender as a team. But if you say it quick enough, it sounds like a dish you order at an Italian restaurant. Yeah, my wife will have a plate of fusilli and eliminated shots on goal. Put garlic on my shots on goal. But 62% of the guys in the NHL are French-Canadian and have the most beautiful names in the world but weirdly pronounced. Goaltender Patrick Waugh. Waugh spelled R-O-Y. Waugh? Your name is Roy, pal. Cut the crap, all right? Oh, no, my name is Waugh. It's like, do you say girl and bois? One of the weirdest names ever pronounced in hockey, one of the greatest goaltenders to ever play the game, plays most of his career in Philadelphia, a guy named Bernie Pedon. Pedon, but spelled parent. Pedon, but spelled parent, but French do that. They make ENT silent, all their words, the words sound cool. Pedon! Wouldn't it be great if you do that in English, make words sound prettier, like, I hit my head on the pavement. Now I've got grandma locked in the basement. I mean, even bowel movement kind of sounds pretty, right? So I'm visiting the Washington Monument, and I locked my keys in my glove compartment. And all the money's in there for my paiement, and now I cannot pay my wrong.
Rome, next stop Tuscany. This is the Power Trip Morning Show. Good morning. It is Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. I'm Corey Cove. That's Chris Hockey. That's Meat Sauce Paul Lambert. Things change, right? The Wolves are back in this. The Wild do what they do, which is never take a 2-zip series lead. We got a couple of series.
Yeah, man.
Those games win late.
Way too late.
Yeah, I didn't stay up for the end of the Wolves. I saw the end of the Wild game, then I tapped out. That was late, though. That was late.
8:50, the Wild game started on ESPNU. Mm-hmm. And then
flip it over to FanDuel.
Yeah, I did that.
Yeah, the old duel.
And then the Wolves game started at like 9:40, 9:45.
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah, I woke up and saw the end of it.
I watched all of it. I watched them twice. Just like you ready for the morning show, yeah.
The notes Hawk has is unbelievable.
It's pretty incredible. I mean, even I am astounded by my own technical veracity.
What'd you think of the Wolves win?
I thought it was big.
Yeah. Who'd they play?
You don't think he knows?
You don't think I know?
No, he knows.
You don't think I know?
Arrivederci.
Enjoy Tuscany.
Yeah, enjoy Tuscany.
Go 2 teams.
Yeah.
Bring the wins back to the men's.
Yeah, the men's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember a couple of weeks ago, Barrero had one of the weirdest takes of all time where he was like, there's too many food options at baseball games. Why can't it just be hot dogs and beer and call it a day? And I was like,
Right.
Is he serious? Yesterday, he was basically saying people like you, Sauce, need to stop complaining about these late times, that you can find ways kids can watch this. Is he high? Is he doing DMT?
Is he high?
What is DMT?
It's a...
Danger Mouse testicles?
No, it's a drug you get from, I think, a frog.
Isn't it what's in ayahuasca too?
Yeah.
Isn't it like it's from plants and stuff? I think.
Dynamite.
Yeah.
It's a psychedelic, is it not? It doesn't matter. Point is, am I losing my mind? Is he just trolling us?
9. So hold on a second.
If you're a high school kid, sure.
Sure.
You can't have a 12-year-old stay up to midnight.
Yeah, imagine.
You know how screwed that kid is in school?
Imagine if I said to Kelly yesterday, hey, it's 9:50. Get Louie up.
Well,
why?
Louie's won.
No, I know, but like...
Louie's not watching the game.
It's a Monday night.
It's a school night.
Right. Here's my take, and I said it from yesterday. Everybody has 1,000 screens now. You can start all these games at the same time. We can watch the ones we want to watch. And if you want to watch more than one, you can watch it on your phone.
And who wants to watch more than one basketball game?
Yeah, no kidding.
there
Just
is
watch
that.
the one.
You want to watch your team and that's it. If there's another one on, maybe you'll watch it. You got monkeypox, you're hanging around.
Whoa.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get it.
Right.
There's 2 teams in this. How many teams are in this game? 2. Okay. Where are those cities located? Well, there's one in Minnesota and there's one in
Denver.
Denver.
Yeah. He knew that.
Yeah.
He's just
Okay.
going
Well,
through
cool.
his notes.
What time zones are those in? One's in Mountain and one's in Central. Okay. Let's start it at midnight then. Screw them.
Well, it's okay. The kids can stay up and watch it.
Oh, why do they do that? Do they not know how maps work?
The kids
I
can
mean,
stay up
am I
and
speaking
watch it.
Chinese?
How about last week when Doc Rivers got fired? And Hawk goes, is he speaking Chinese? No, he's not. It's the wrong guy.
That's a different guy.
For a lot of people, that's a real non sequitur. Why are you asking if he's speaking Chinese?
Does he think that
Is Doc Rivers Chinese?
Yeah.
Doc Rivers is bilingual?
Yeah, I think so.
Strange. What a weird thing to think. Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't know. I think Barrero's just trolling us at this point.
How much would it screw up Harper to have her stay up till midnight
$1 billion
and then get up
percent.
at 7 o'clock for school?
It'd be a disaster.
A disaster.
Disaster.
And kids don't care about sports anyway.
Yeah.
No, they don't.
No.
Is it on Roblox? Nope.
No.
Well, then they don't care.
Yeah.
Do.
At times they have it changed.
Yeah.
Right? They have changed.
Yeah.
I was driving home yesterday towards Rogers, as we like to call it. And I looked to my left as I was driving down 94, and the ground was on fire.
Oh, thanks, Kings of Leon.
Yeah.
Yeah. A large
what kind of
swath,
ground?
like just the
Like
road beside the
ditch?
interstate.
Just on fire.
Just on fire and burning at a high rate of speed.
Not a controlled burn.
No. An uncontrolled burn.
Not. It wasn't a car fire. It was just the actual grass was on fire.
I think somebody threw out a doobie or something.
It was 420.
And the ground was on fire. And everybody was coming in from 4 different, departments to put out the fire beside 94. I'd never seen anything like it. As I was driving along, I watched it burning. It was so dry, you know.
So, why do we need 4 departments? Back in my day,
Well, they didn't want to burn all the way to your house.
One department was enough. What are we doing with multiple fire departments?
Well said, Corey.
See, wouldn't that be just trolling if that was my take?
Maybe that's what he was.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How about just one department puts it out?
What kids can stay? What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
That's
What's
a
wrong with
terrible
all of us?
take. I mean, there's a lot wrong with me, but
yeah, we were going to get to that later. I mean, we got 3.5 hours.
Oh yeah, we definitely will get to that.
Oh, yeah.
We actually got
do
a cool
every day.
show today, right? Johnny Bones should be here shortly.
Yeah.
Marnie Gellner later.
Marty.
Our buddy Jason Zucker is calling in because the
that's
Buffalo
right.
Sabres are doing something unbelievable, which is, well, first of all, they made the playoffs for the first time in 73 years.
Yep.
And it sounds like the town of Buffalo is completely jacked. And then they had a big comeback win, and everybody's riding high.
Have they ever won a championship of any kind?
I don't think they've done anything. So what's crazy,
No, I don't think
too,
they've
is
done anything.
When Zuck went to Buffalo, it's like, he's just going to waste his career there. He's just cashing checks. There's nothing to do. But then they just kind of quietly started building a team with, around Tage Thompson, and look where they are now.
They hired the coach from a tire dealer.
Yeah. LutherAuto.com.
Yeah.
And he said, I don't know, I got a guy about a set of white walls on line 5.
This
Let
is
me
a
think
chance
about
to
it and I'll
coach
call
in
you
the
back.
big leagues.
I know.
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Got to win the whole GD thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, good for you. It'll be good to talk to old Jason.
Yeah.
Old Jason, I like to call him. He's a veteran now.
Yeah, he is.
Well, and that's what they were saying. I think they're like one of the 2 or 3 youngest teams in the playoffs, Buffalo. And I'm like, well, Jesus, Jason's
old balls.
rips that average to shreds.
What's he, 40 now?
Honestly, what is he,
57?
30 something? 30, what is it, 34, 5?
Put him in a home.
Maybe a little bit older,
Yeah,
34.
put him in a home.
34. Jason Allen Zucker. I never knew his middle name. Of
course.
Wikipedia has it as Allen.
Jazz?
Yeah.
Yeah, so his initials are J, exactly, AZ. He's good old Jazz is calling it like 720.
Oh,
Yeah.
that jazz.
Good for Jazz.
Yeah. Congratulations. You feel like your Wolves got this game now? Everybody's decided, every story I read was how we're going to get them because we're younger than they are and they're tired.
How about the comeback? We were down 19 at one point, I guess.
I didn't know that.
19.
Hawk, you knew that, right?
I watched every second of it twice.
Yeah.
I don't know if you heard me tell you that or not.
Yeah.
They're down 14 after 1, and then we're tied at halftime. Flip the script in the second. In fact, exactly flip the script because the Nuggets outscored us 39-25 in the first. We outscored them 39-25 in the second.
You know who was there watching the whole thing?
School kids?
Hack Zalverson.
Oh.
Pax Zalverson was there?
Hack Zalverson.
Oh.
He's the Dallas Cool version of Zach. Hi, Hack.
Hi, Harris.
Hey, Harris.
No. Hang on. Say the whole word. Do the whole, move the letters around and do the whole name.
Harris Cocky.
Oh, God, you did it.
Yeah, he did it.
He's still celebrating 420. It's still 420 in Dallas.
Yeah, he's stoned.
Yeah, I remember seeing a bunch of people saying early on in that Wolves game, blow the whole thing up.
Yeah, I wonder who would say something like that.
That was me.
Oh.
Yep.
But it looked like that, though. But now I've changed my toot.
You changed your toot?
My toot.
I wish you would change your toot. Hey, Johnny B's Bones!
Hey!
There he is.
Hey, Zacho, can you 3-screen us? Stay right there behind me, Johnny Bones. Look over my head for a second, would you? Can you put Saucy up beside us, too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 second here.
If you're watching us on KFAN.com/watch here.
That's the opposite of 3 screens.
That's Corey. That's Corey. Corey still he's holding on to his hair. He's a traitor. Okay, there's that guy.
Yeah, that's Dark Star.
Yeah. And there's me, and now can you throw yourself in there too, Zach?
Screen template in StreamYard.
Yeah. Here comes.
There he goes.
Here, hold on, let me go over. Is this not Max's nightmare?
Look at us.
Are we going to curb somebody? Oh, where'd you go? There you are. Look at the foreheads on these gentlemen.
Jesus.
I know.
I think Max's nightmare is gravity.
Yeah.
Owie.
Yeah. Potholes.
Yeah. Max's nightmare is chewy food.
Yeah.
Poor Max, though.
Yeah.
I don't think, has anybody talked about that yet? Like on the air?
I don't know if we have.
So he
tweeted about it, so it's public information. It's not like we're releasing company secrets.
Yeah. He was asleep and he rolled over and his giant penis fell on his face and broke his chin.
That part's not true.
No, that's not true.
But he did, what did he shatter his jaw in 2 spots?
Yeah.
He shattered the right side, I believe, and fractured the left side.
So he's got his jaw like wired shut, can't basically talk for 6 weeks. And
That's right. He can't hoot.
It's a mess, Johnny Bones. My guess is he can still dog sit.
That's not clear, actually.
Oh, man.
That is not clear because we were supposed to have him dog sit next week.
no.
And, I'm not sure he is.
Where
or
are you
not.
going?
We are going to Philadelphia.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. What happened?
We've got our 10-mile Broad Street run, the first Sunday of May. So
Please tell me there's a lot of ladies on Broad Street.
well, there are that day because there's 40,000 runners.
It's pretty cool.
So yeah.
Do you feel like you're ready for another run?
Maybe.
At this point, it doesn't matter, right? At this point, you just do it.
We've got our last long run tomorrow.
Yeah.
So ask me at noon tomorrow how I feel about it. So.
Yeah.
Do you believe that a man with a wired shut jaw would be incapable of giving the dog commands?
I think he would be very capable of taking care of Rosa, but I also haven't seen him, and I don't get the sense that he's too up and about.
Have you seen the Bond villain Jaws?
Yes, I have. Yes, of course.
It's that, but worse.
Yeah. It's he's
hurting for certain.
His mandible is essentially Mike TV. He's above our heads in 1,000 pieces.
Of all the things that
million pieces.
Max has a myriad of interests, and likes
women,
and reading, and
comics,
all the
travel.
He can be
weed.
He can be a studious person,
Ladies.
But he likes to talk. And this makes it real hard to visit with anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Especially about the Timberwolves.
Yes.
Yeah, bad time.
Yeah.
Bad timing.
Yeah. How many different host parties was he supposed to be
probably a million.
Yeah, exactly right.
All of them.
Yeah, bad timing.
Yeah. Yeah, so he fell on his bicycle and broke his face.
Yes.
He needs to change his face.
Rosie.
But, like I said, all we do is talk for a living.
Right.
So,
I was in Abbott's office yesterday, and he was like, "Why couldn't this have been Sauce?
That's what he said.
I need Max for the NBA postseason."
Were you in there?
And I was like, Chad, it didn't need to be anybody.
Right.
Why do you have to trade Max for somebody else? He's like, I'm just regretful that it wasn't Paul.
I know. I stopped by here on Saturday night because I forgot something. He was doing a seance in there, trying to rewind time.
Thanks, Cher.
Yeah, exactly. He was trying to rewind time, to switch places. And
Why?
But the demons couldn't come up with a scenario where Sauce would be on a bicycle.
Yeah.
Not even a stationary one.
Not even a stationary one.
When was the last time you were on a bicycle, Sauce?
Yep.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yesterday, though, for the first time in a long time.
You wiped your butt.
Okay, 2 things. I
did math without a calculator.
No. I rode on a swing yesterday.
Rode on a swing?
Like, used a swing.
I thought you wrote on one like
you
put
swung on a swing.
I swung on a swing, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
It was fun.
Yeah. Something you rediscover when you have a kid.
Yeah.
What was that battle with gravity like?
Oh, I thought the whole thing was going to cave down. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How'd it go?
It went pretty good.
Yeah.
At any point, how long were you swinging, by the way?
Until my thigh started to burn, so 15 seconds.
So 15 seconds.
Pretty thick chains, I take it?
Oh, yeah.
At any point, did you scream out, "Wee"?
No, if there were other people, if it weren't, a park full of kids, I might have, but, or if it were just me and Louie and Kel, maybe.
But you were just there by yourself?
No, we were there, but there was other people there.
You shove those little bastards out of your way and get on the swing?
No, there was no one around using it. So I'm like, I haven't
take this bitch for a spin.
Yeah, I'm going to take this bitch for a spin.
Yeah, and you rode that swing.
It's kind of exhilarating.
We were on a swing together last year in Vegas.
Yeah, and then
swing is exhilarating.
It kind of was.
It was fun.
Yeah, you're having fun.
Swing.
When was the last time you
were outside?
Yeah, when was the last time you were outside?
Well, I'm in the driveway club, so every day I technically have to walk to my car.
That's a good point.
Oh,
Corey, you need to shave your head. Join the club.
At some point,
what are you
I will.
thinking, man?
Yeah.
I'll just show up to the meeting.
You got to be cool.
Yeah, you got to be cool, man.
Yeah. There's a lot of things I could do to be cool. I could shave my head and go to the meeting.
You get some gutter helmets.
That's one thing I could definitely do.
Go to gutterhelmetmn.com. Don't have to get up on a ladder or worry about your gutters. Gutterhelmetmn.com.
All right, bonuses here. Marnie later, Jason Zucker later. Lots to get to between now and 9 o'clock. The Wild lost. The Wolves won. These series both tied at 1. We'll talk a lot about that between now and 9 on the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Celebrating and being sad at the same time. That's what life is like as a sports fan. The Power Trip Morning Show is back. Oh, Johnny Beans wants bones.
And being tired.
And being tired. Johnny
What's
Beans.
the big deal?
Johnny
Kids
Beans.
can stay up and watch these games. It's not that bad.
If by kids you mean me.
Yeah, exactly. I'm too old for this crap, too.
You know, it isn't interesting
late.
because I don't think their target audience is teenagers.
Probably not.
I don't think
No,
so.
probably not.
And I would guess their target audience should be the home market of one of the squads playing. Both the squads playing.
That does make the most
sense. That would make sense to me. I don't
the
understand
home
it.
markets of the teams that are playing.
I think you make a good point, Sauce, about we could all just have all these games on at the same time. How many people want to watch? I guess they must have enough that want to watch. For instance, I have a friend who likes hockey, and he enjoyed watching 12 hours of hockey on Sunday.
He's got a problem.
Yeah, Sunday's fine. Right?
Right.
But having these games
Right,
on at
yeah.
9:30, more
I
like
agree.
9:50 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's 10:50 on the East Coast.
What time do you think the Wolves game ended?
12:15.
Yeah, that's what time it ended. I'll tell you. I can tell you it ended at 12:15.
So nobody heard this.
He stops on a dime at the three-point line, circles off to Jokic, pulls up on an 18-footer. That rims off. Rebound, Dante's got it. DiVincenzo off to Randall, into the front court, back to Dante, to the cup. He'll jam it for 2. He'll seal the game 2 win. The Timberwolves are going to even this series at a game apiece. Murray's heave from half court, no good. The Wolves stun this sellout crowd here at Ball Arena, and they come away with a 119-114 victory.
Way to go, Horty Who.
Murray kills us all game, and then he makes a dumb shot, frankly.
Good.
And a dumb shot, and misses it on top of that. And then Jokic and Braun, who both also tend to kill us, also kind of screw up something in the last 20 seconds of the game. So ended up being a nice finish for the Wolves.
How about the giant story on ESPN.com about Rudy Gobert legitimately being bitter about the Defensive Player of the Year voting and being 100% honest about it? Have you seen this?
No.
So here's the ESPN.com story. They announced yesterday that Wemby was the unanimous winner, and I don't even think Rudy would be mad about that.
It wasn't unanimous.
It wasn't?
No.
Oh, Lavelle?
Yeah.
Oh, so it was almost unanimous. He would have been the first unanimous Defensive Player of the Year ever, but Lavelle was the one that gave him the second place vote. So yeah, almost unanimous, but a runaway winner. But he wasn't even in the top 3 because it was Thompson of Detroit, Holmgren of OKC, and Wemby, top 3. Okay.
Okay.
So yesterday, the Timberwolves win 119-114 over the Nuggets. And Jokic went 1 of 8 in his individual matchup against Rudy.
Yeah.
Which is essentially the worst shooting performances in Jokic's playoff career against a single defender.
Jokic had a terrible game.
With a minimum 6 shot attempt. So 1 of 8 against Rudy. And Rudy said, quote, "I was lucky. A top 3 defender cannot do that, so I was lucky." So already he's starting to troll. And then he says, "Not the first time I've gotten disrespected. Probably not the last. If you want to disrespect greatness, take it for granted, whatever. Soon they'll realize the impact." So he's not loving that.
Wow. Good for him. And by the way, he missed, how many minutes did he even have? Did he have 25 minutes? I'm not sure he did because he was in foul trouble most of the game. Or at least after the first quarter he was.
Who?
Rudy Gobert. Man, it was one of the things, so to some extent, Jokic only had so many opportunities against him. In general, Jokic just had trouble scoring.
28.
Huh?
He played 28 minutes.
28 minutes, yeah.
But only 2 points. But again, that's not what it's about. We don't need him to score. That's why Saturday's game was so frustrating. Is he was kind of locked in offensively Saturday. He gave you a really good game 1.
Yep.
And you wasted it. And now in game 2, it gave you nothing on offense. But apparently gave Jokic an absolute pain in the ass. And the Wolves win.
He did a nice job of protecting the rim, especially versus Jokic.
I love that we're pumped that Jokic struggled. 24 points, 15 boards, 8 assists.
Yeah,
right. A bad Joker game is a damn near giant triple-double. Right. Almost a triple-double. Monster numbers. We're like, man,
what was
really held him.
What was he from the field?
8 of 20, including 1 of 7 from 3.
Yeah.
That's off the top of my head, by the way. I'm not just reading a box score or flipping open a newspaper. I mean, Arrivederci, Rome. We're on to Tuscany. You know what I'm saying? We're moving on.
What was Jamal Murray from 3-point?
Oh boy! Again, it was a late game. I didn't see a lot of it, but he was probably like 6 of 13, 6 of 14, maybe. Wow. Something like that.
I'm really surprised it was that low.
I mean, I'd have to look it up.
Do you know what his plus minus was?
That's such a hard stat to track, but probably like -4-ish.
Wow. All off the
top of my head, man. Arrivederci.
Sports, man.
Man, Rudy gets crapped on so much by everybody. Nationally, everybody hates him.
They should call him Dwight Gobert.
I get it.
I didn't say your dad.
No,
I said Dwight, yeah.
It's like he must have done something behind the scenes that we don't know, because everybody just hates him.
Shaq hates him.
Yeah, Draymond Green hates him.
Yeah.
They just hate him.
Yeah.
They say he's soft. They say he's overrated. Not worth the picks, not worth the money, not worth the hype. What is he, like a 3 or 4-time defensive player of the year?
4.
Jeez.
And he, that trade was 100% worth it.
Absolutely.
They don't go to back-to-back Western Conference Finals without him.
Nope.
They aren't in the series without him. Yeah, I love Rudy. Rudy gets way too much crap.
That's crap.
Yeah, it's crap, man.
Quit crapping on him.
Yeah, leave him alone. Leave Dwight Gobert alone.
I think that's crap.
Okay, Dante.
It's Chris's dad you're talking about.
I didn't say Chris's dad.
Yeah, why
that was a test you passed.
Dwight isn't a real person.
That's right, but your dad is.
Oh, I saw my Uncle Peter last night.
Papa?
Yep.
See anybody else? Any tag-alongs?
No.
Any other members of your family there?
No, just Papa.
Yeah, didn't see the guys?
No, I didn't.
Didn't see my buddies?
No, I thought he'd bring it up. He did not.
Didn't see my good friends?
No, I did not.
Didn't see my earmuffs?
No. Jason.
Didn't see my boating friends? Didn't see
I didn't. No.
Didn't see the Titanic and the Bismarck?
No.
Do you know there's a Peter Lambert that pitches for the Astros?
Oh, yeah.
1 million people have tweeted us and
Papa?
said Pete Sauce pitches for the Astros.
Yeah, you should get a Peter Lambert jersey, Hawk.
Just in case.
Yeah, for your father-in-law.
Papa?
Yep.
You know where Peter Lambert, the pitcher for the Houston Astros, went to high school? San Dimas.
Oh, brilliant.
To San Dimas High School. God, I love that movie.
Is that Point Break?
No, it's, same actor. It's Bill and Ted's.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They went to San Dimas.
Oh.
You haven't seen Bill and Ted's?
I mean, I probably
Our
haven't
guy,
seen it
man.
in
George,
30 years.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
George Carlin's in it. Front page sports after this. Power Trip Morning Show fan.
The Fan.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores for a limited time. 3 Monster Energies for just $8. Mix and match any flavors you want. They got Zero Ultra. I went purple today. No.
Look at you.
Good choice.
What does this one taste like? It tastes like purple.
Oh,
I don't know.
drink?
It's amazing. It's one of my favorite ones. It's kind of grape-ish, right? In some way, shape, or form. Who knows?
Yeah. Sure.
You can mix and match any flavors you want. The Zero Ultra. You can go with those juice flavors.
Get crazy.
You know.
Change your face.
Which one did you have?
Juice.
Which one did you have yesterday?
I had the
Hawk?
grape one, man.
Yeah.
I get you more juice.
Thanks.
Anyway, go to Holiday.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what are you thinking? Do it. You see one right now. Turn. Go. You missed it.
I love Holiday.
You can tell.
I love holidays.
Yeah,
I like
they're
Madonna's
right around
song
the
Holiday.
corner.
Oh, I thought you meant multiple gas stations.
Yeah, those too.
I like
I like a lot of options.
Green Day's song Holiday better than Madonna's song Holiday.
Oh, really? Oh,
good call. I think I like. Oh man, that might be a dead heat. You know?
Yeah, man.
Both like solid 8 out of 10s.
Yeah, but they're low maintenance.
What about Weezer's song?
Yeah, it might be maybe even I might even like that even more.
What is that? Hang on a second here. Hang on.
I'd love to play it for you so you guys can hear it. But do us all a favor. Picture how it sounds in your mind.
What track was Holiday on the Blue album? Track 9. What track 9?
Is that the one that go, it's a holiday?
No, that's Madonna.
That's Madonna.
That's not it? Okay.
Holiday.
I think you're thinking of when the wedding singer sang it.
Yeah.
When he was depressed.
If we took a holiday.
So good. I love that movie.
Right.
All right, let's talk Wild and Wolves for a second here. Front page sports, thanks to Holiday. The Dallas Stars beat the Wild 4-2. That series is now tied at 1. Both Wild goals by our guy Brock Faber. Jason Robertson scored in the third to make it 3-1 Dallas. Then Faber scored a couple minutes later to cut it to 3-2, but that was as close as we got because Dallas added an empty netter. 28 saves apiece for Wallstedt and Jake Ottinger. But, like I mentioned earlier, this is kind of bizarre 26 years in.
How bizarre?
The Wild have never led a playoff series 2-0.
That's sad.
So after a 6-1 win in game 1, it's like, wow, this team is ready. Now, I don't think the Wild played bad. I watched all of that game, and then I went to bed because I'm like, I don't have time to stay up and watch the Wolves.
And you knew Hawk could watch it.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I watched it.
And kids all over the Midwest were staying up and watch it, and they can just report back by texting me.
Yeah, that's weird.
The Wild didn't play badly. That was a crazy physical game. It's not like they mailed it in and there was no effort. It was all-out effort. It was a war out there. It just, a couple of things went Dallas's way. A couple of things didn't go our way. 1 billion penalties, fights, getting chippy. I mean, it was physical as hell. A little more aggressive than game 1 by both teams.
Yeah. I mean, you said it. They were kind of thrown for a whirlwind there right before the game. We found out that Zuccarello, who skated yesterday morning, and everything was, all indications were the entire lineup was going to come back, and all of a sudden they lose one of their top forwards right before the game. Still not exactly sure what happened. We're thinking it might have been related to him getting chicken winged in game number 1. But regardless, they had to adjust, and they played. They did not play bad by any stretch. For many stretches, they did play pretty good. But Ottinger, I think, played out of his mind. He robbed a couple of really good chances for the Wild, including a Boldy breakaway that could have made it 2-1 Minnesota. And if that happens, perhaps this whole game changes. But so the bad news is obviously the Wild lost. The good news is it was another winnable game, and if they can keep this pressure going, if they can again just hopefully not get Ottingered, if you will, they should still be in a pretty good spot. So I don't think it was too discouraging. Obviously you want to win, but if you're not going to win, you want to at least see a lot of good things, and I think we saw a lot of good things last night from Minnesota.
Which way do you go in net for game 3, Zachary?
You're sticking with Wally. Wallstedt played well. I mean, there was a weird, that first goal, kind of a weird bounce. I think it could have happened to anybody. But yeah, he played really, really well. And, I think he just steady as she goes in the goaltending department.
Thank you for
well said.
Appreciate that. The Minnesota Timberwolves come back from 19 down and win 119-114, immediately ending Sauce and Lieber's bets. Yesterday, you bet that the Wolves would be swept.
You know what? I motivated him. Hawk and I talked a lot about this morning when he was going through all the notes he had about the game. Mm-hmm. And I think I motivated him. I'm glad to pay that money. I want a series out of this. I think they can beat Denver. I know yesterday I said they'd be swept.
You said it'd be a sweep a day ago.
But,
hey, and now you think they can beat them.
As I said a week ago, they're built to beat this team.
How do we come up with some kind of nickname where you're like the sports pendulum of Minnesota? Because no one swings more wildly on a day-to-day basis than you do. From this thing's over to we're going to win. If they get their asses just whooped on Saturday, you're going to be like, gentlemen's sweep.
Yeah, probably.
Done in 5.
But you know what? It's fun to watch sports. And I might be going to the game on Saturday. So I hope they win.
Oh, good for you.
Good seats?
I mean, they're available to everybody.
Oh, my God.
Oh, good.
Arrivederci.
On to Tuscany. That snaps Denver's 13-game win streak. Denver is a 1.5-point favorite for Game 3 on DraftKings. Minneapolis, Thursday night, 8:30. So what time do you think approximately the Minnesota Vikings, if they stay at 18, will be drafting Thursday night?
Well, it's now down from 10 minutes to 8 minutes. It's normally about...
Times it starts, 7?
7, yeah. I would bet they would pick about 9:15. That would be my guess. It'll end about 10:45, 11. So they'll pick somewhere in the middle would be my guess. 9:15.
That would be if every team takes the full 8 minutes.
Okay. But there's like commercials, so I don't, maybe 8:30.
So somewhere between 8:30 and 9, maybe. If teams don't waste all 8 minutes.
And then you got to factor in like if there's trades and between 8:30 and 9 would be it where I would say, So I would bet they will get it in on the fan. And then when they switch over, they'll talk about it for about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
What do I look like? The program director?
Well, isn't it? What about check the calendar?
Oh, I did that the second I got emailed it. Just hit the delete button.
But the first pick will probably take the full 8 minutes, which they always do, even though we've known who it's going to be since November.
You got to get everybody to talk about you.
Right. And then I would bet the third pick will field a bunch of trade offers, and we'll see how that goes. So there might be some movement there. And I'd bet between 8:30 and 9.
Clock keeps rolling.
Yes, it does. You are correct. Yeah.
Even if there's a trade, the new team doesn't get time to pick them.
No, because hold on.
Take your time.
I would guess that if you are the Cardinals GM and I call you and I'm the Cowboys GM, I would say, here's our offer and this is the guy we want. Submit it. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
How about all the hot rumors that Jeremiah Love may go as high as 3 now?
Yeah. Lieber said that about 2 weeks ago on one of the podcasts we did, and he, again, will be dead right. He said Baker Mayfield a few years ago would be the number 1 overall pick, and he was correct. I think Jeremiah Love might go as high as 2, or that rumor might start percolating to see if they can get anybody to bite to jump up in front of the Arizona Cardinals. It's going to be fun, man. It's almost 48 hours away. I can't wait.
Watching sports is fun.
Watching sports is A+. I love sports. Sports, my family, Hogs Daddy, and Papa.
That's it?
Papa? Yeah. Yeah.
Sports, your family, Hogs Daddy, and Papa.
Yeah.
What about boats?
I can take or leave boats.
What about breakfast?
I love breakfast.
Yeah. What about lunch?
Lunch is good, too.
What about dinner?
Yeah, I love all meals.
What about dessert? What about snacks?
I eat a lot of that.
Mm-hmm.
You said snacks.
I ate a lot of that. Yeah, man. I just love being here.
Yeah. Watching sports is fun.
It is. You guys hate sports.
I love them.
The Minnesota Twins were off yesterday. They have lost 3 straight after being swept by Chris's Cincinnati Reds. And John Bonus, the Twins placed Mickable on the IL. 15 days retroactive to Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't sound like it's very serious. Elbow inflammation for a young pitcher scares the snot out of everybody. But he also, had a career high, I think, 7-inning start last time. It might just be one of those things where he's maybe overdid it a little bit. early on in the season. So
hasn't allowed a run in 14 straight innings.
Hasn't happened to him yet.
No.
He has been fantastic. It sounds ridiculous to say, oh, this guy that we weren't even sure was going to be on the team 3 weeks ago in spring training is, a huge loss for the team. But it is a pretty big loss for the team because he has been one of the top 3 starters already. And what more importantly is that not only this year, he looks like he's a reliable frontline, top of the rotation type guy for several years in the future.
Twins are at the Mets tonight at 6:10. SWR for the Minnesota Twins. The Twins are 11-11, and the Mets have lost 11 straight baseball games.
Sammy Woods Richardson needs to bounce back from a couple of subpar outings. Now, in both of those outings, he ended up basically having one inning sort of explode on him, and but he also hasn't really shown a lot of ability to miss bats lately, which has not always been. I mean, he's never been that kind of a pitcher. Even more so, the team needs to find their bats themselves. They after winning 8 out of 9 and looking pretty good. In that Red Series, they hit something like 170 with runners in scoring position. So they've got to turn that around to be able to beat the Mets. Fortunately, the Mets are absolutely reeling right now. Like you said, lost 11 in a row. They've started out 7-4. Last I heard that I think they're 7-15 now. So it would be nice to continue to take advantage of them. The Twins do seem to be facing some teams when you want to face them, when they seem to be reeling.
Thank you for your honesty. You are electric.
We'll do What Really Matters after this. Scores and stats around the world of sports. It's an end of an era. I want to talk about that at some point. Marnie Gellner will be here at about 7 or so. Then Jason Zucker. No. A different end of a different era.
Oh, okay.
But I think this one affects us more than if Marnie left the show. Hey. And I'm being serious. And I like her on the show. But this impacts our lives more significantly.
Arrivederci, Marnie.
Can I tell you something? Did you
off to Tuscany?
Are you guys linked in with Rosie right now?
No.
Where he's at? He's StreamYarding live from Poveglia Island in Venice, which, as you guys know, is known as one of the world's most haunted places.
Yeah, of course.
During the 18th century, there was a plague. There was a quarantine station. There's a mass grave there. We go live to Rosie at the mass grave in Poveglia.
Oh.
Well, that's classless. It's a mass grave, Rosie. People died there. Later, it allegedly held a mental hospital where a doctor conducted horrific experiments before falling to his death from a bell tower. Rosie's standing at the exact spot the man landed.
Hasn't happened to him yet.
Why are you just laughing? Oh, can he hear me?
It's other people's expense.
He can't hear you. This is a one-way thing.
Oh.
I think he looked up at that bell tower and imagined that guy falling out and said, Arrivederci, off to Tuscany.
Hey, I'm watching it now. Can you ask the guy behind Rosie what they offer at that sandwich stand behind him?
Is this on Instagram?
Yeah.
Or Twitter? Let me watch this. I'm going to pull this up. He's live.
He's live streaming.
Let's see this garbage. Yeah, there's just
farting too much.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Can you hear him? Yeah.
You look tan.
Who's he talking?
He's talking to random people in Italy right now.
The guy's on the other side of the world.
He can't hear us, remember, dude. He can't hear us right now.
Someone's got to step up and be a daddy.
He's just talking to random people on the street in Rome.
The guy's on the other side of the world.
Yeah.
Getting out of that hole and then eventually going in to score.
Wow.
Oh, what?
He doesn't have to show us what he's doing every second of the day. There's no way he just disappears and retires in Palm Springs.
Okay, is he dead?
Oh, my God. What's going on there with Rosie? What's he looking at? Can you guys tell what he's looking at?
I love the catch.
Oh, who's he talking to, do you think?
Random people in
Want to be
Italy.
a catcher.
Wow, this is crazy.
Well,
Wow.
You said he's at a graveyard, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he's at a graveyard right now.
I could do this every day if you ask me.
Why is he doing Jesse Ventura?
They don't know who that is.
He's gazing at a graveyard.
That's what he's doing.
Yeah, it's really hot.
Okay.
Okay, he likes looking
Gross.
he's looking at graves right now.
Swedish sombrero?
Oh my God, who's that lady?
He got that lady to laugh.
Why he's entertaining
I think
her.
that's Karin. She works for the Vikings.
Really, yeah.
Oh.
It's time to take the nipple out of our mouth.
Mark.
Oh my God, Rosie is going to get arrested. He's going to get arrested. He's in public over there. I can't believe it. We'll check in with him again later.
I can't wait.
He's going to Pompeii.
Oh, really?
Later, yeah, right.
And it's time to feed the cat.
Okay.
All right, again,
he's feeding cats.
This segment is over. So,
sweet.
Arrivederci. We'll talk to you next segment. from Tuscany.
The Fan.
Head north with the Power Trip at Grandview Lodge, April 30th and May 1st. Join us Thursday night for fun and prizes, then tune in Friday morning for a live broadcast and the initials game. Book your stay today at KFAN.com, keyword Grandview.
Thanks, Zacho, live from Dallas. That's Dallas Zach. Hack Zalverson. He's cool, he's calm, he's collected. He's high as a kite.
Good for him.
When does he get home?
When do you come home, there, Hack Zalverson?
Well, Mick Madden is taking over at 8 o'clock because I have a 10:30 flight.
See.
Arrivederci, Dallas.
Yeah, Arrivederci.
Yeah.
Hotel room.
On
You
to
can't
Minneapolis.
talk loud.
Yep, heading to Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Go Wolves, go Wild. You know?
Yeah.
Arrivederci.
What would it be like to take a vacation if the world didn't know you were doing it?
I don't know. It's almost like you don't go.
It's a waste of time.
It's a waste of time. We still have that bit.
What's it from? I forget. Remind me. Who says it?
Well,
What's his
the most famous version is Anthony Kiedis in Point Break, where he goes, "That would be a waste of time," with like weird hand motions and stuff. It's great acting. It's one of the greatest films of all time. You guys weren't ripping it, were you?
No.
Thank God.
Never.
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought. What Really Matters is brought to you by Ovo LASIK and Lens. Get LASIK from Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting. OvoEye.com.
I can't believe. Are you guys watching the live stream of Rosie?
Oh, no. Now what?
Yeah, I don't know. Just I'd like to tune in because you don't know what he's talking about. It's so weird. Did you hear what he just said?
No.
Do it again.
Somebody's. No, I mean I don't know.
Pull it up.
I can't. Okay, hold on.
I love hanging out on the maternity ward.
Oh yeah, he's talking to random Italian
In
people.
Tuscany?
Yeah.
Why is he telling women that?
Watching Italian babies being born?
Oh.
Right. Yeah, he's. Oh man.
Oh.
We're going to eat all of
Oh, he said he must be having
God.
a restaurant.
I've heard the food in Italy is spectacular.
He's talking about the babies.
Texas chili bowl.
Oh.
yeah.
What, you're
No, that's
ordering?
what Zach had yesterday in Dallas.
It's hotter than Uranus.
Oh, see, it must be.
It's
warmer.
actually very cold in Uranus. It's
Smoking hot.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go.
diamonds
I'd rather
raining
see
from the
those two guys
sky.
go at it.
Oh my God! I wonder what he's talking about there. He just said he wanted to see two guys go at it.
I could do this every day if you want.
Again, why
Well,
is he
not
doing,
everybody can afford to go to Italy every day, Rosie.
Why is he doing Jesse
Saw some lady's breasts.
All right, so I'll do scores and stats around the world of sports. In between, Chris will change your life with something else.
Oh, he laughed.
All right, do you guys want actual sports or do you want the end of an era?
I want the end of an era.
Is power.
Oh. Rosen,
No, this
why
has,
are you talking to a wizard?
'cause this has nothing to do with sports. So are you sure? The Wild played last night. The Wolves played last night. People are waking up and they're going, I wonder what happened. Those games were late. And they're tuning into the Power Trip Morning Show, and they're not looking at an app to see if the scores went their way.
I think
They want us to say the score.
we can wait for Hawks breakdown later on.
Mm-hmm.
So let's do the end of an era thing.
What happened to that sad music, the Henry Phillips sad music? Did it get deleted?
Probably.
Remember that bing, bing, bing? Help me make.
Yeah,
What happened to that?
I mean, it's probably not. We're probably not allowed to play it.
Oh, man.
Zach keeps getting in trouble because of a song I sing at the end of the Power Trip Morning Show.
Because YouTube assumes that it's
Yeah.
not allowed to be played. This works.
What's the happy song?
No, this is the perfect tone.
Oh, no.
Rumors were swirling. In fact, it may have even been half announced, but now we have an actual date. And bonus, you were just here.
I'm here right now.
The MGM Grand Buffet officially closes May 31st, 2026.
Oh, Arrivederci buffet.
One of the pillars of Vegas buffets permanently shuttering. No immediate plans for replacement. They don't know what they're going to do. But how about this? At one point, on the Strip or adjacent to the Strip, it was estimated that there were nearly 70 buffets in and around Las Vegas, Nevada. 70.
Wow.
After the MGM Grand Buffet, again, one of the crown jewels of Vegas buffets, closes in a little over a month. We'll be down to about a half dozen. We're in the single digits.
Hawk!
almost over.
It used to be part of going to Vegas. Like you have to do that at one point.
And the MGM Grand Buffet was, again, at the top of the list. It was the standard.
Yeah.
Post-COVID, the buffet concept, not just in Vegas, but just nationally, is like, should we be doing buffets? People just are looking at them differently now. But also, the bigger factor, John Bonus, the youth. According to a lot of studies and research out of Las Vegas, the youth don't want buffets. You know what they want? Food halls. I think we called them food courts. But younger diners want food halls. They want 5 or 6 or 7 kind of, maybe high-end options, but they don't want a buffet. They just want a community of options. Again, we called it a freaking food court.
Right.
So food hall is the projected front runner.
Oh.
But it's over.
Yeah, there's a lot of those now in Vegas. There's one at Aria. There's one at
Miracle Mile.
That one that we ate at Johnny Bones?
There's one at MGM Grand.
Yeah,
really?
We ate at one at Aria, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
It was, I forget how much it was.
Aria.
That's right. It was 20,000.
So bonus bought. Nice of you, bonus.
That's right.
Dude, the MGM Grand breakfast buffet, that was my go-to almost every time I went there the first, 10, 15 times I went.
Right.
Go to get breakfast at the MGM Grand buffet. And that's when it was something like $20 a person. Now, my guess is, I haven't been there in a long time. My guess is now closer to what? I don't know, maybe it's 50, 60, 70 a person.
It's pricey.
Early 1993.
Although it doesn't matter how expensive it is, there was almost always a line to get into.
Oh, yeah.
Worth the wait.
Every moment of every day.
time.
Worth the wait.
Every moment.
Yes. It drives you crazy.
Early 1993. The entire band, known as Moonshine,
Oh, yes.
was on our way back, limping back to California after our record company went under, and we didn't have any money. So we stopped downtown at one of the buffets, and it might have been the Golden Nugget. I don't know. It was one of the downtown buffets, and we went in and I forget who went first. It might have been Steve that went first. Bought a plate because you bought a plate. You know, you paid for the plate, and then one at a time we each went in and ate at that buffet.
I wonder why financially buffets are struggling.
Yeah.
That's the only way we could eat. We had no money.
In a Vegas buffet at a place like the Nugget in 1993, I bet it was like $4.99 a person or something, and then you abused the system anyway.
Sure did.
That's right.
Yeah.
End of an era. What really matters, though, is this.
Man, I can still taste that food.
Oh, man.
It wasn't great, but it certainly did.
There was lots of gravy.
You better believe it. Yeah. A man who kept a corpse in his Colorado apartment so he could keep spending the victim's money has been sentenced to 5 years in prison.
Hang on, Sauce. Hang on.
Yeah.
Let's hear the whole story. Your judgy eyes over there.
Yeah. Police arrested 56-year-old James Agnew.
Oh, no.
In July, Lakewood, Colorado. They found the body of 64-year-old Francis O'Neill under an inflatable mattress inside his apartment. Investigators say they were lovers, and that Agnew and his sister kept the corpse hidden so they could spend O'Neill's Social Security money.
Oh.
Under an inflatable mattress.
5 years.
My guess
for that.
My guess it had been deflated. Because otherwise, it's like, no one's fallen for this. He's clearly under there.
Yeah, it looks like a teeter-totter.
You turn it into a tarp.
Yeah.
If it's inflated, it's just floating above the ground. And like, what's under there? Hey, that's Francis.
They don't look under there.
What's Francis doing under there?
Yeah, leave me alone.
Yeah.
He's sleeping.
Yeah. He likes sleeping under the bed.
Calm down, Francis. Yeah, man.
Man.
I don't know. 5 years in prison for that.
Yeah.
Do you think that's enough? Right on the money? Should be more? What do you think?
So they didn't kill him, though?
No, he died of natural causes.
See, okay, that's if I'm going to ask one question, that's the question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The Beaver.
So,
Rosie.
Good old Jimmy Agnew is sitting around one day going, my buddy, former lover, sitting there, and the guy drops dead.
Wait a minute, hold on. Please don't go further. Please. Okay, thank you.
Wow,
you know how they say, like, some kidnappers plan and plot, but other ones are just, what's the word I'm looking for? Like
crime of opportunity.
Opportunity, thank you. Yes.
Yep.
It's a crime of opportunity. So Jimmy Agnew one day wakes up and goes, I'm a normal person, having fun, my life's great. Then his friend drops dead.
Spending my lover's money.
Right. And, and the friend drops dead, and the first thing he thinks is not, I should call the authorities. He instantly says, this is my opportunity to use his Social Security money. But you know what I'm saying? Like, did he think that for like, God, I hope this guy dies so I can just spend all of his cash? He had to immediately think that because otherwise you call somebody.
Yeah.
His instincts were not to call anybody.
No.
It was, how do I milk this forever? Well, first thing I need to do is deflate this inflatable mattress because otherwise it's going to look funny.
Anybody got a reverse pump?
And I don't know. It doesn't say in there how long he kept the dead body.
Mm-hmm.
But why do you keep it in your place?
At all, right? And then you start getting in trouble because now you're moving a dead body. Can't do that.
Yeah, no, and it probably just stunk.
Yeah.
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, can you imagine, and you can't, and maybe you can, like, can you imagine, like, the few times the police went into Jeffrey Dahmer's apartment and didn't arrest him, and they were like, you know what? This guy seems pretty good.
Well,
I think we'll leave.
One of the smartest things Dahmer did, though, was every morning he made bacon and cinnamon rolls.
Oh.
So his place smelled spectacular.
Like dude bacon?
I think it was regular pig bacon.
Oh.
Oh, man. What if Dude Wipes made dude bacon?
Do you think the couple times that Dahmer got away with it, he said Arrivederci as the police left?
Arrivederci, off to Toma.
Yeah, Arrivederci, Milwaukee Police Department.
Hey, Johnny Bones.
Yes.
Yesterday in lovely Barb's office.
Okay.
She likes to bring me in to give her
Put you underneath an inflatable mattress?
Oh, she probably, she wants to from time to time.
Yeah.
She likes my ideas.
Okay.
She likes to hear my stories about boobage.
I don't think so.
But yesterday, I came up with a genius idea, and you're a rich man with a lot of money to spend.
Sure.
You ready?
Uh-huh.
Coffee drops.
Maybe his best idea of all time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Coffee
Instead
drops.
of like cough drops?
Cough drops that
Coffee
taste like coffee.
Exactly. Like
Caffeine
you could spell it like COUGH-E.
Right. Coffee drops. I've said it on the radio now, so nobody can steal my idea.
So
that only works for Corey.
Because people love the flavor of coffee.
Sure.
Right. So why not just have like caffeine injected coffee flavored cough drops and call them coffee drops?
Coffee drops.
Sounds like a...
By Menon.
Shark Tank.
Yeah, by Menon. He has multiple men at this company.
Go. And they smell so good and the strong, some, like if the what is it, like a menthol or whatever that, it's pretty strong smelling, right?
Yeah.
This cough drop would have such strong smell that if you had a dead body under an inflatable mattress that was deflated, if you just spread out coffee drops,
sure, it just smell like coffee.
It would be like buying lime or whatever to hide a dead body smell. Oh, is it lye?
I think it's lye.
Yeah, you just sprinkle these coffee drops all over the dead body. So Francis is just covered in coffee drops, and then you get away with it for way longer than you did.
When I was hiding the dead body, we used lye.
Yeah.
Lime.
Where do you get that? Home Depot, Lowe's? Asking for a friend.
Lots of places.
Lime soda, and it's got lye in it.
Even better.
Even better. See, I'm on a roll here, guys.
I think you need lye to make meth.
How would you know?
Because
could you get us meth by 9 o'clock?
Probably.
I could.
Do you really think you could?
I know somebody who definitely remembers how to get to the radio station.
I don't think that person's currently available.
Yeah, Arrivederci.
Yep. I don't think they're allowed to be anywhere
He's
near
in
Minneapolis right now. Oh, that guy.
Oh, yeah.
We're talking about two different people.
okay,
Can we
got
check
it.
back in with him at some point?
Yeah.
He's still live tweeting or live streaming.
Oh, good for him.
On his way to Tuscany.
Yeah.
More of what really matters after this. It'll be actual sports. It won't be buffet related.
Go Wolves.
Man, I freaking love the MGM Grand Buffet. That sucks.
Yeah. It's great.
I'm getting a text telling me that coffee drops exist in Italy.
Yeah.
Come on.
Are you kidding me?
I am not kidding you.
Yeah, they do exist. They're all over Amazon.
Flavored
Gosh darn it.
cough drops.
I really thought I was the first person to ever think of that.
Oh, yeah,
And
there they are.
the person who's telling me this has not been to Italy in 20-some years. Or
Well, tell
30
Gleeman
years,
to go to bed.
Halls has a mocha mint flavor.
Sorry, Hogs.
Caffeinated cough
Damn it, straight
drops.
to hell.
Soothing. Yeah, okay.
That ain't right.
Dang it.
I thought I had a
Sorry,
$1 billion
guys.
idea, man.
Well,
Sorry, Hawk. Sorry, Barb.
Who's texting you? Be honest.
Chrissy was texting me.
Oh.
I should have known.
I'm glad she's listening.
We'll do actual sports after
I really
this.
thought I was going to be a good gillionaire. What about lime soda?
I'll have her check.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good, though.
It doesn't,
Coffee
does it?
drop sounds like it's good.
Refreshing and disposes of corpse.
I do want to dispose of a corpse. I just don't want to be refreshed.
Rosie's
Yeah.
still with us. Stop saying that.
Oh, he is?
Arrivederci.
The Fan.
Hey, the Timberwolves, man, they're doing well. They just won Game 2, and now you have a chance to go see Game 3. It's a Timberwolves Talkback Tuesday playoff edition. Use the Talkback feature on the iHeartRadio app and sound off on what the Wolves need to do to win Game 3. Winners will be chosen every hour for Game 3. Tickets, details at KFAN.com, keyword contests.
Thanks, bud. Hey, speaking of that, Finch was pretty impressed with your guy Ant last night, Bones.
Unbelievable. I think also in that period when we were down, he was great on the bench, great leadership, positive. He recognized he needed to get into attack mode and get downhill a little bit more. He did that. He got off the ball when they put 2 on him to start the second quarter run. But, then all the way, Dante makes the big 3. They put 2 on the ball. Great play by Ant right there. So I thought he was outstanding tonight in his floor game.
Playoff Ant.
2 things about that. The first is I felt like the Wolves outlasted the Nuggets yesterday, and in part they outlasted them because they were just deeper. They almost, it seemed like the end of the third quarter, beginning of the fourth quarter, you could not find any of the Wolves starters. They had 5 guys on there, all of which were from their bench, and they just kind of kept it close. And I felt like that paid off in the last 2-3 minutes where clearly it was a very physical game and the Nuggets were gassed, which to outlast a team in high altitude that already plays in high altitude.
Maybe they hadn't adjusted.
Shows you how that I thought the bench kind of holding serve while everybody else, I thought Finch rested his starters a lot in that third quarter, and I thought the bench really kind of kept things together. And the other one is, I think one of the things that you saw over and over and over again is the Wolves, when they played aggressively, did pretty well. It's when they sat back, and there were some times that it was difficult transitioning between, like, Ant would come in and suddenly they would be, okay, now we calm down a little bit. We don't have to have the bench playing like our hair's on fire. And they would struggle for a little while everybody made that transition. But ultimately, I really felt like the depth of the Wolves was a factor in that win.
Sports Center just threw up the stat that that was Ant's 16th career 30-point playoff game, right, with the Wolves, 16th?
Mm-hmm.
In the history of the Timberwolves, the rest of the Wolves combined for just 15 games of 30 points or more.
And he said after the game that he still feels like he's getting back his wind. No, he's Denver's a difficult place to get back one's wind. So it'll be interesting. I'm hoping he gets better as opposed to the knee getting worse.
And he's got to be thrilled to be back down to this elevation in Minneapolis. So my guess is he was at the Denver airport. Flight's about to take off, and he was just waving to the city of Denver saying,
Arrivederci.
Yeah, Arrivederci.
Let's do more of what really matters, scores and stats around the world of sports. Chris will change your life with something else.
You got that right, Core. I'm ready over here.
Again, do you guys want Wolves and Wild, or do you want other stuff?
Wolves and Wild, man.
Okay, let's go Wolves and Wild.
All right, good.
The Minnesota Wild lost to the Dallas Stars 4-2. Game 3 in St. Paul tomorrow at 8:30. So at least... Sure, the Wolves overlap with the NFL draft on Thursday, but at least both teams aren't overlapping like they did last night because the Wild play Wednesday, then the Wolves play Thursday.
Yep.
That's better.
Are you going, Bonus?
Going to the Wolves game on Thursday, we are.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Not to the Wild game.
Not interested in going to the Wild, huh?
We've got, we're going to Minneapolis Institute of Art on Wednesday night. So.
For
the MIA.
For Art in Bloom.
Oh.
Art in Bloom.
Yes.
Sweet, man.
Is that a Nirvana thing?
No. It is not.
That's my favorite Nirvana song.
Is it?
Bloom, yeah. Not Art in Bloom. So anyway, the Wild lost. Everybody was fighting. Everybody was pushing.
Yeah, the kid was standing on his head at the end of the game, man. I thought when we had the power play because they had too many guys on the field,
It's too many men out there.
Yeah. I was like, oh, we're going to do this, man. We're going to do it. And then, what's his face? Kirill did that thing between his legs, tried to do the hand thing back behind. That would have been the coolest goal of all time.
Yeah.
That would have been the coolest goal of all time.
That would have been fancy.
That would have gone down in histories. Yep. Right, Zacho? Hex Alverson?
Yeah, Daddy.
Yeah, no doubt about that. That would have been really, really cool. But yeah, they certainly have a lot to learn. But if they can learn it, they can do it.
They can learn it.
Well said.
Control the series, hold serve, and win.
What happens when there's just too many guys on the ice like that? Because that happened to Dallas, and then immediately the Wild did exactly the same thing and ruined any chance of getting the.
Yeah.
I've never seen it like that where we had control of the puck in our own zone with nobody in the zip code of, I think, Faber, who was the one who was holding on to the puck, and we somehow still put too many guys. I don't know exactly how that happened. I don't think anybody knows exactly how that happened. But, yeah, no more than 5 players allowed on the ice at one time. So.
They meat sauced it.
Yeah, they meat sauced it for sure.
What really matters, though, is this.
Corey, you're going to like this, and maybe you know this, Bones, because you're a smart dude. You ever heard of Benford's Law?
I don't think so.
In real world data, roughly 30% of numbers start with the number 1, whether it's stock prices, city populations, or electric bills.
All right.
Forensic accountants use this to detect fraud.
Yeah. Okay. That makes
since
sense.
fabricated numbers don't follow Benford's Law.
Oh, that's cool. That makes sense.
Interesting.
Strange.
You guys seen the movie The Accountant?
No.
Yeah.
Ben Affleck.
Ben Affleck?
Yeah. Doesn't he start shooting people and stuff? Isn't he like a secret agent or something? What does he do? Something like that?
Kind of, yeah. He's kind of a mixture / super accountant and also badass.
Yeah.
Hell of a screenplay.
He writes a lot of stuff off.
But one of the things he does as the accountant, that's one of the things that shows up. He's like, these numbers are obviously just made up. Right. Somebody was putting numbers in there because Benford's Law does not apply.
You're about to depreciate.
Does he ever say that?
Here's your write-off.
Right.
You're about to be written off.
Just so you guys know, I didn't know what that was before Huck brought it up either. I know nobody wanted me to chime in, but I didn't know either.
I'm going to deduct you from the planet.
Yeah. Tax this, bitch.
I'm going to call my uncle and avoid paying taxes.
That's what you do, Sauce.
I do not. I pay taxes. Stop saying that.
That's not what you told me last week before the show.
Why do you lie to us then?
I pay taxes.
Again, last week before the show, John Bonus, on tax day, at like 5:25 in the morning, Sauce goes, they would never audit me. Bring it on.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Yeah. What are they going to do? Check my books? And I'm like, dude, they will absolutely do it. He's like, I dare them.
I think you said that on the air. I don't know why you keep saying you didn't say it.
I pay my taxes. I have proof that I pay my taxes
so he goes,
legitimately every year.
Yeah, so he goes, I pay my taxes. And he was like, wink, wink. And he's like, they're incompetent. They would never come look.
I did not say that.
Those were your exact words. We have it. I think you were on the air when you said it.
He said something like, you think I'm lazy? Wait until you see how lazy the IRS is.
I didn't say that, IRS, if you're listening.
The opposite of lazy, the Boston Marathon. I hope you guys didn't see this. You guys see the story about the Boston Marathon?
No, Hawk was too busy watching the basketball.
All right, check this out. Guy from Kenya, John Korir, C-O-R-I-R.
Yeah.
K-O-R-I-R. Korir.
I like how you just keep saying it the different ways all the time. Thinking one of those times it must be right.
I don't know how it sounds. He won his second straight Boston Marathon.
Oh, good for him.
He ran let me look at this here. 5th fastest marathon of all time, but set a course record at the Boston Marathon.
Okay.
How fast do you think he ran the Boston Marathon?
I'm afraid I saw it, so I can't play.
Okay, Johnny Bones.
1 hour, 58 minutes.
Sauce?
2 hours and 4 minutes.
Here's why it's crazy. So he runs a course record at the Boston Marathon, 2 hours, 1 minute, 52 seconds.
Okay.
5th fastest marathon of all time, but fastest Boston Marathon of all time. He wins by 55 seconds, okay? He beats the second place guy by 55 seconds. Third place is 3 seconds behind that guy, so respectively 55 seconds and 58 seconds. Both the second and third place runners also would have broken the course record.
Oh, wow.
Because he broke the record by 70 seconds.
Huh.
Isn't that nuts? All three finishers
Unreal.
would have broken the course record. So he wins $150,000 for winning. He wins another $50,000 for breaking the course record. By the way, the world record, 2 hours and 35 seconds. That was set in 2023 on a much flatter Chicago course.
Got it.
So obviously the course.
So nobody has broke
matters.
the 2-hour barrier then?
Not yet. No, 2 hours, 35 seconds in Chicago is the world record.
Man.
According to ESPN.
What an accomplishment.
God,
But
you're
it
getting
is.
emotional.
But like just to run one, which Hawk has run multiple, that's a huge accomplishment. But to win back-to-back Boston marathons, that's a huge accomplishment. That should be more celebrated than
Well,
it's
then
going to be
celebrate it.
celebrated.
Do something about it today.
It doesn't seem like you're celebrating at all.
What are you doing to celebrate it?
I mean, I might walk around the block to celebrate.
I doubt it.
Thanks, Chubby Checker.
Oh,
maybe a Caniac?
Get it?
that sounds
Rock
good.
around the block.
Yeah.
You didn't
What's
get
our Caniac count?
Probably too many. Well, I would whittle it down with some of like the year-end awards because of like the coaches who were named, like Coach of the Year, the 3 coaches. He has no idea who those are. So, but like, I need Parrish too because, you know, he adds to the bit.
We got a week and a half, right?
Yeah.
Oh, exactly. What really matters, though, is this.
You got that right, Core?
Yeah, you got that right.
It's a week and a half, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I like this a lot. It's a weird thing. I don't know if you're going to like this as much as I like it. There was a execution method back in the day called blowing from a gun.
Okay.
What do you think it is? What do you think blowing? It's, again, an execution method. What do you think blowing from a gun is?
Blowing from a gun. Is it not maybe like a human cannonball? Are you getting shot out of a cannon?
That's as close as you can get. You're strapped to the front of a cannon, and then they fire it.
Oh.
Yeah.
So it immediately goes through you, essentially?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
That's like something you see in cartoons or like...
Yeah, that's
like
Roadrunner.
comedy.
That's like Yosemite Sam. Like,
There's a few
gets
people
blown by a gun or whatever it's called. Hey, man. Shout out to James Gunn.
Owie.
There's a few people in prison that should be killed like that.
Such as?
Well, Larry Nassar. He should be killed like that.
Anybody else?
Jared from Subway should be killed like that.
Wow. I met him once. Actually, a couple times.
We know.
I misread him because he seemed like a great guy.
You miss him?
What sucks is...
No, I don't miss him. I misread him.
Oh, okay.
He's going to say
nice.
Arrivederci from jail, which doesn't seem fair. He should be in
he'll
jail
never
his
get out
whole
of jail,
life.
will he?
Oh, yeah.
Really?
I think he gets out in like 2 years or something.
And he is hungry.
Oh, God. Shoot him in the head.
Jeez.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Thank you. Yeah. Hawk and I never met him.
Yeah, we didn't get his exchange numbers.
You guys would have liked him. He seemed like a lovely guy. I was wrong.
You know, it's big of you to admit that.
Yeah. Look, mark it down. Tuesday, April 21st, 2026. I don't care for Jared.
Yeah.
But at the time, he liked talking college hoops.
He seemed
Seemed
like
nice.
a righteous dude.
He sure did. I misread the situation. And so did Gerdzie. Gerdzie liked him too.
You think the entire Subway chain has like a restraining order against him? And where could you possibly go and still be not be within 100 meters of a Subway store?
There's
Meters?
nowhere.
Yeah, John's European.
500.
He's getting ready to run a race tomorrow. He can't help himself.
Do you think he ever just goes to like Jersey Mike's and kicks up his feet and he's like, I'm available. You guys need somebody.
I don't think he does.
No, I don't think he does. I
Not
think he's
currently.
in prison.
Okay, right.
Who the hell's Jared Fogle?
She's an actress.
Oh.
Okay.
Can we go back to Rosie Live soon?
He's
Yeah,
on his
we'll
way to
check it with him.
Tuscany. He doesn't have time to live stream. Marnie, hi.
Hey.
You're here.
Yeah.
But Marnie, we have to go to break.
Oh.
So, Arrivederci, we'll talk to you in like 4 minutes.
Bye now.
The Fan.